There's something I've heard a lot of people say recently. The bait doesn't seem to be working. Things that used to draw kids in don't seem to have the same impact. What changed? How do we fix it? So what does work? And I feel like I have some insight into this I want to share with you guys today. I hope it be encouraging, hope it'll help you in your ministry. I have a problem. This is the third time I've tried to film this video, but the problem is that I'm boring. So I'm gonna try just to sit back and just get this out quick. There's something I've heard a lot of people say recently. I feel like I've heard it from pastors, youth pastors, teen center site directors. And the thing they keep saying is this: the bait doesn't seem to be working. And what they mean is that the things that used to draw kids into the centers, the things that used to be attractive to kids, don't seem to have the same impact. Ever since COVID, it seems that kids just aren't showing up like they used to be. And so people are wondering, what changed? How do we fix it? And their first reaction is to look at the bait. These attractions, these video games, whatever, doesn't seem to have the same impact. So what does work? And I feel like I have some insight. And basically it comes down to this: the problem's not the bait, it's the barriers. When we notice the kids aren't showing up like they used to, our first thought is, let's switch up the bait. Let's make things more fun, more interesting, more attractive so that kids will come in. I don't think the problem is that the bait doesn't work anymore. Maybe there's some things we can do to make it more entertaining, more fun, and all of that's fine. But I think we're missing the bigger picture. It's not the bait, it's the barriers. Kids today are more fearful and scared, confused, isolated than ever before. They were locked down for at least a year because of COVID, separated from everybody, told to wear masks, just pumped full of fear that the world was going to end, they're going to die. And once everything opened back up, the kids don't know how to respond to that. Kids only go places for two reasons: because there's people there they know, or they're comfortable with the place they're going. And I think that's the problem. Is not that the bait's not good, it's that the kids aren't even getting to the bait because of the barriers that are blocking kids from showing up. I think the challenge for us is not how do we change the bait, but how do we overcome the barriers? How do we bridge the gap from where we are to where the kids are? And how do we get the kids to bridge that gap to us? At Visit Ministries, we got our name from James 1:27, where it says, "Pure and undefiled religion in the sight of our God and Father is this, to visit the orphans and widows in their distress." But that word visit means that we seek them out where they are, we go to them, and in whatever state we find them in, we provide them the care that they need. That's God's calling to us. These young people are in distress. And so instead of worrying about the bait, let's worry about the barriers. Let's figure out what is keeping kids from coming to us. I think it's fear, anxiety, confusion. I think that kids don't want to go anywhere that they're uncomfortable. So we need to go to them. They need someone they know, right? They need to feel comfortable with the place they're going. So we need to find a way to go to them and create those things, and then they'll start coming to us. A kid's basic need hasn't changed. They need relationships. They need community. They're not getting that. Many kids today don't have any meaningful relationships with adults. They have professional relationships. They have counselors and therapists and teachers and government agencies and all of that. They don't have anyone that they look to as a mother or father and that treats them like a son or daughter. What they need is family. And that need hasn't changed. They need mothers and fathers. They're hungry and dying for it. And so instead of treating them like consumers and just thinking, what What bait do they want to consume? We need to start thinking of them like sons and daughters and building those kinds of relationships, because that's what they're hungry for. And if we provide that to these young people, not only will they show up, but they'll stick around. The biggest question that we need to ask is, how do we build family with the hurting, lost young people of our community? And how do we help those young people to overcome the barriers that keep them from showing up? I don't think there's one answer for everybody. How do we overcome these barriers? I think we need to figure that out for ourselves, and I'd love to help you. Reach out to me. I'd love to talk. God bless you guys. Peace.